Not my last album, but the album before. The title is Old Powder New Guns. And my inspiration is film music, but then in particular film noir and the classics. So I like the films between the 40s and 50s. My last album, Lust, Guns and Dust, the difference is that again I was inspired by music from films, but then only Western films, spaghetti Western. Yeah, I started to write on my own and watching movies for the inspiration, for the lyrics and the atmosphere. I start by myself, and then I ask the people who I'd like to work with. Salah, he plays the drums on the last album, Lust, Guns and Dust, but also on the album before, and he toured also with me. And so most of the musicians were in. I played also on 2 albums, but I check what suits the best. Maybe you can ask. You can. I mean, you
sure,
can.
yeah. Because Lilian writes all the songs, but it's she works a lot with samples. So little bits of music out of movies, for example. And I mean, working the progress in the studio while we're making the album is more like in layers. So she has an idea, and then the bass player comes in, does his part, and then I come in, do my drum thing. But live we have to make really like a live performance. So it's different, but it's cool.
The songs, they develop in the process of playing live, so it's not the same. You know, it's not the songs on the album are not the same as we played live.
Yeah.
Some songs are longer. We develop with the band, with as a process with the band. Different intros, for example.
Yeah.
So
like beats, if they are like really computer stuff or samples, then we have to find a way to play it live.
yeah.
Well, if you have like an album, you can put it on while you're at home, or I don't know, driving in the car. So then you have like really the time to take and listen to the stuff we make, or actually the songs that Lilian wrote. But if you're going to a concert, then you're in the audience and seeing a band. So that's a big difference, and that's the difference we have to make as well. Because on a CD, on like an album, you can do so much stuff.
Yeah, you can produce it more.
Yeah.
You can build on different layers. But as a band, we are now with 6 people, so we have to do it with 6 people. So it's different because we are in the middle of a theater tour, so that's a different audience, a different space. Also, we play 2 sets with an interval in between. It's different than playing tonight in a club, so a venue like this. So it can be always different, but it's very difficult. But I think the advantage of Dutch people is that we speak quite well English, I think.
Well, just so.
After seeing this video, maybe.
Maybe we think differently.
Maybe we think differently. No, but I think that's really an advantage, and also I sing in English, so. But still, it's very difficult.
But you arranged the gig for us to play here, right?
Yeah, my booker arranged it.
We have a very good booking agency.
Yeah, I think it's everywhere is difficult. From Hungary to across the border, for us, across the border.
Yeah, we got a big scene of native singers, so like Dutch singers.
Yeah,
it's like the Dutch traditions. It's more folk, like country. Folk. Yeah.
Carnival.
No, yeah. You say folkish stuff. Yeah.
Folk.
Just you got Schlager in Germany, and we also it's not Schlager what we do, but it's like a different type. That kind of music. So really from the people.
Traditionals, really.
The Dutch tradition. Yeah. I mean, it's not a huge musical history, of course, but.
I don't know. It's not really my cup of tea, the Dutch traditional songs. So. Well, my last album, Lust, Guns and Dust, is I start with thinking about a concept. So the concept for me was Western music. Really, for me, it was a challenge to to write songs in a way of that you could think it could use for a film, or I'm fond of Ennio Morricone, the composer. So I start with a concept and then with the instrumentation. And it's a lot of guitars, drums, but also with percussion a lot, timpani, voices, like backing vocals, that kind of voices. I mean, and then I mean, for the album Old Power New Guns, I started with only samples, like short fragments, and then played on the keyboard with that. And then I had a hook, and then I started to pick up the guitar, piano. Now I started differently. Now I really wrote it with the guitar or with the piano. Yeah, that's what people can expect of tonight. It's like it's a lot of guitar, and the sound is really wide and. No.
Well, the playing is intense in a way, because we're doing this theater tour now, and I mean, playing in a club, you know, with people and drinking beers and talking and listening is a big difference from in the theater, because people are really silent and really paying attention. So then every note should be right, or you can hear everything. So that's really intense. But it's not a tour where we play every night. We have some breaks in between. So this project, really like Old Powder New Guns, the former album with strings and horns, that was really perfect for theaters.
Yeah.
But now with 2 guitars and it more like really Western, Quentin Tarantino kind of stuff that maybe fits better a club.
For festivals and, and venues, and yeah.
So this is more pop-ish or whatever you would call it, but yeah.
I mean, it's Western, but it's really like pop music also. Yeah. I really like pop songs. With Old Power New Guns, we played in New York a couple of times, but that was it, like from outside of Europe. I hope with this album